Hello YouTubers, this is Big Bad Bart here, Jeff. How you doing? It's been a long time since I posted a video on here. I bet you some of you think I fell off the earth or who God knows whatever happened to me. And I know it's been a while since I've been on. Um, just been busy with a lot of stuff going on around here and work and class and just tired, and of course the heat's not helping that either. Um, don't know how it is in the place of the world you are, but I know if you're in the northeastern side of the U.S. or south or almost anywhere, you're absolutely cooking, and it's just been insanely hot. I know here, um, today is Wednesday, August 2nd. It hit up to around, I haven't received an official high yet. I do believe around 95. I'll take a look here real quick on WeatherBug while I'm working here. Okay, so far today, 93 degrees, low of 79. Yesterday it hit 95, very little wind, very humid, and that combination was just horrible. A lot of people were losing power yesterday in different sections of where I am. I know last night coming home from Tri-State, um, there was different sections that I was going through, and I was, blank, dead traffic lights, blackness, then maybe not even an eighth of a mile, and the lights were back on. And I was talking to people at work. Some people said they hadn't had power since early last evening. Some say they lost it during the evening, and it had to have been absolutely horrible with the way the temperatures and everything were the last few days. You got to figure no fan, no AC if you have it. You just relying on yourself and maybe a wet towel or two, trying to stay cool. And there's some people that have been without power since early last night, and they still don't have power. One of the people I was talking to today at work was telling me that he just bought food. He says everything in his refrigerator is probably dead. He's going to have to go out and buy new food again because, it's probably not even cold anymore, and a lot of it's probably went bad depending on when they got the power back on, if they got it back on. And, that's just something you don't think about. You stock up on food and you figure, okay, I'm good for a while. I don't have to stock up. And, well, things happen like this, and then all that's down the tube. All the money's wasted, all the food's wasted, unless you can maybe go out. The only way you might be able to save yourself is to go out and get some big ice bags from like Country Fair or local place that you usually get your stuff at. You might be able to get away with preserving some of your stuff, especially the stuff that you have in deep freeze. That would definitely be a recommendation. I know some people also were saying that they hadn't gotten sleep in the last 2 or 3 nights, or if they have, it's only been like an hour or two, and because it's just been so hot, they can't sleep. They're just cooking and dying. But tomorrow, they're calling for 80s and rain and some thunderstorms. Now, depending on how hot it gets, those thunderstorms could get quite nasty. And up here, we usually don't, even with a tornado threat, it's usually not likely going to happen, but you never know. But well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Sometimes we really get storms out of these, and sometimes we just get a shower, a lot of lightning, and it'll be over. So hopefully that's what happens. We could use the rain now, so it'll help cool things off, and people can finally get some relief. Here we have central air, so it's been running constantly, let me tell you. But it's nice and cool, and it's been nice. And work is like an ice cube. It can be 96, 97 degrees outside. It's still in the upper 60s there. People wear sweatshirts, coats, jackets. They walk into work with these articles on because they know it's going to be frozen in there. And people were talking about that today. They were saying, that's almost like a 20 to 25 degree difference, maybe even a little more depending on where you're at. You go outside, you take a break, that's a major difference. You could get sick real quick because that heater just hit you and just knock you. So it's a dangerous time out there right now. And I was amazed as many people made it to class that night as they did. There was only 2 that didn't make it. And one I figured he would, and the other one surprised me by coming in because he works outside all day. I was amazed he came in. But I say, happy go to those guys that are out there in the shops and everything working in this heat and pulling through their days and getting through it. It's the hottest it's been up in this area for a long time. Usually we hit maybe 80s, mid 80s, and that's it. We usually don't hit the 90s too often. So I know when I got in the car the last 2 days, it said 100 degrees on the thermostat for outside temperature in my car. And I get in, I put it on the ignition, and I have a digital dash on my car, and the first light for the temperature kicks on. I mean, it's hot when your temperature gauge moves. And even on my truck that I moved it around today, and as soon as I turned it on, the thing rose. I'm like, it's hot when it's doing that. Let's see. Otherwise, how things in my life, going pretty well. Not too much to complain about. Work is okay right now. I mean, we're pretty much doing all offline orders, and they've been slow. So we've been maybe do 2 or 3 orders, and then we have like maybe an hour and a half break where we don't do anything. Maybe do a few more orders, have another break for maybe half an hour. Usually catch a lunch or another break, scheduled break in between there. Makes the day drag because you got nothing to occupy your time as much. But it's nice to sit and talk with your fellow friends, and find out what's going on in their life and tell jokes and etc. So I don't mind it. It's not too bad right now. Let's see. Again, I apologize for not being on or making blogs so much. Some of it's just because I've been busy. Some of it's just because I've been tired or I have other things that are errands to do. And the weekends have been kept pretty busy because the girl I'm dating, Shannon, she's still been making up for most weekends, and we've been having a good time, and we're still dating, going out and doing things together. Sometimes we just stay in, and if it's really, really hot, and just watch some movies, and we get along good, and so we're still good, really, really good friends, and I'm happy with that. She finally passed her Praxis math exam, and I'm very proud of her. She had a struggle with that, and finally she got it. I remember she was going to take her test around noon, so between 11:45 a.m. and noon, and a little bit after, I completely stopped what I was doing at work, and I was just sitting there sending her ESP messages, telling her to calm down. You're going to do okay. You're going to pass it this time. You've had a lot more study time. You're going to beat it. You're going to send this bitch back to where it came from. You're going to do it. And she did. She made the score and then some. So I'm very proud, very happy. And I was so relieved when she got through this test, because that's one of the major milestones that she was trying to get through, a hurdle, if you will. And she got through it. So I'm very proud of her. And I tell you what, just with some of the stuff I was looking at with the Praxis test and stuff, looking at her books, and well, I didn't really get to see her book, but I have a Praxis 1 book here, and I did leaf through it, and just looking at some of the problems that she was going to do, she did better, a lot better than I would, because I am really math challenged. Even to do like addition and subtraction and stuff like that, it's better for me to have a calculator, because I'll definitely screw it up somehow or other. And I had a small exam in Tri-State about that. We're doing subnetting, and Russ, you'll know probably about that good fun stuff, signing IP address blocks and subnetting and all that fun stuff. And we're doing that right now in our class. And there was one I was looking at, I'm like, how in the hell did I screw up that block order? It's simple math. Then I looked at it, I'm like, oh geez, you freaking bonehead. How'd you do that? And that's just me. I'm horrible. This next MCSE exam is just going to be a killer, and they said it's going to be a killer. And it's the one to get, but oof, it's going to be hard. It's the hardest course I'm taking right now. Once I get past this, it'll be easy. Little thank you to YouTube for giving me the director's cut, because I see my video has gone over 10 minutes now, and thank you. And now I can keep on gabbing because I ain't done yet. I mean, after all this time, I got some stuff to talk about. Okay, what else? Let's see. I had a little bit of car trouble. I've been kind of, the one car I have is a 91 Buick Riviera, and I always call it my hoopty, and the exhaust broke right behind the catalytic converter, so you can just imagine the amount of noise that thing was making. I'd only run it on the weekends, like if mom wanted to go shopping or if I wanted to go somewhere a short distance, because the thing was deafening. And I managed to talk to somebody, and they're like, yeah, you need a new catalytic converter. But I was like begging, it's like, can you fix this somehow, because I can't afford that right now. I said, put a piece of straight pipe on there, weld it on there, and at least get me through until at least inspection or sometime in between there, so I can get some money caught up. And I was able to get done for $45. So woohoo to that person, and thank you very much. So now I have both vehicles at my discretion again. Truck's running well, so I'm not going to worry about that. I just had to replace a water pump, and that maybe less than a month ago. So that put me behind the 8-ball again. I was already behind the 8-ball, but now it just knocked me even more. But these things happen. And that was one of those things you had to get it fixed. I figured a water pump is a cheaper price to pay than a broken down engine because of it overheating. Let's see. I've seen Russ's video on That's Great Shots about Happy Start Day. And this was quite an interesting thing. I never heard of Happy Start Day before. And I think that's pretty cool. So I thought about it, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, who brought me into YouTube, and who have I been watching, and who started me out, and I don't have too many people that I subscribe to. I kind of like to keep it on a personal, fun to watch, and I pick up people every once in a while if their recommendations really good. And yeah, I got to give the same shout out to Mr. Dave Altbanger. He's the one to put me on to YouTube. He said, hey Jeff, go check this out. I have some videos on here, and I think you might like it. And I watched his and thought, that's quite an interesting thing to do. And so I began to watch some other people, and I'm like, wow, these are really interesting. There's a lot of material on here to watch, not just people vlogging, but a lot of people to watch and a lot of things to do. And I'm like, cool, I really like this. And then I thought, alright, I'll try to do this video blogging thing, see how many people I pick up, how many people like what I say and have to excuse me, what I put up. And I gotta say, it's been a really good experience. I'm happy to do it. Hopefully I can get some more videos up here in time. I know I put in for that little collection thing for PayPal to get it. Jeff needs a new camera. Russ, thank you for saying you would contribute with that. But I found one on sale at Circuit City, and well, it's on order. It should be here by next week. Couldn't wait. I thought, this would be a real cool way to do things. Less hassle. I don't have to drag a laptop around with me like my drive to Tri-State, because it just does not like traveling anymore. And I lost 2 videos so far because of it. So I figured it's time. I'll just be behind a little bit, but I'll catch up. Anyway, back to the Happy Start Day. Yeah, so Dave is pretty much the first person I started watching. And then he put me on to Preacher Man 777. And I'm not a real religious person. I believe in God and Jesus and everything like that. And, I just don't like going to churches and things like that. I do things kind of my own way, and there's a lot of people like that. And but I like how he does things. I like how he puts things out there. I like the songs and stuff that he does, and he always has a good message to put out there. And I enjoy his videos very much, and I'm always happy to hear his videos and see what he has to say. So he was the second person I started watching. Great. I gotta give props to his wife, MT Jake, and I started watching her later when she popped up and he said, you know, come watch her videos. I definitely had to kick on to her and watch her videos and see what she was all about, and I love her videos also. I think them two, they really deserve each other. I'm glad they're together, and they're a good team. I think it'd be really cool for them two to do a video, not separate, but maybe together, and talk about different things, and or maybe even a somewhat of a debate, just to see how they interact with each other in real life. I think that would be an interesting thing to try. I think the people that watch your videos would really like that. Of course, I started watching Great Shots. He was, I think, my third or fourth person on my list here. I like Great Shots. I really like his videos. I like what he talks about. He's my, like I said before, my inspiration for doing some of the mobile video and fireworks to stuff that I did outside. That was really cool to me. I never would have thought of that. And I like his weight loss challenge. I have to agree that I do need to lose some weight. I've been slowly but surely trying to change my diet and do things gradually, and yeah, it's working. I'm losing a little bit and a little bit. I mean, I can just tell by the way my clothes fit me. Like, I can latch up my belt a little tighter every once in a while, and it's like, I'm almost at this third loop over here now, where before I wasn't even anywhere near that. So it's happening. I just can't really tell. It's a slow thing, but it's going to be. There's a lot of me to lose, so, and I can't go on a scale because I tipped the scales, so I have no idea what I weigh. But the next doctor visit, hopefully I can not tip the scale, so I can see where I'm at now. That'll be a good thing. Okay, back we go here. Since my megabyte usage here is starting to get a little high, I'll crank things up a little here. Let's see. So yeah, Great Shots. Keep it up, buddy. I know you can do it. Same way with you, Dave. I know you can do it also. And you're looking good. Both of you look great. And I know you make your goals. I was watching, I guess this is going to turn into a shout-out video, I guess, too. Cuckoo Kachi, I haven't seen her on. It says 1 month ago. Where you been, girl? Your videos were interesting, but now they've kind of went by the wayside. I guess she fell off the earth like I did for a while. But I'm sure she'll be back. Another person I started watching was Art of Holly. That's Art of Holly. And she's a down-to-earth person going into teaching, which used to be my profession. And I can understand why she's busy now, especially with starting of classes and getting her students and doing lesson plans and homework and getting everything put together in a classroom, planning from day to day. It takes a ton out of you. When you're a teacher, you're exhausted by the end of the day. And it does. It takes, and I imagine with this heat, she is dying. So I got to give my props to her and any instructor that's out there that teaches kids. My hat's off to you. It's a very challenging and difficult job. But she sounds like a girl that's really with it. She'll do great. Another one I've been watching, I kind of got off of Dave's videos. They were one of the viewers, was Marjorieanndrake. And they're down there, what I believe is around New Mexico area. And we're doing some small videos, 1 or 2 minutes apiece with the digital camera they had, which was a great start. They learned how to do what people like, and they did a good job. And now they have, it looks like, a brand new camera, and they've been taking that on road trips, and they've been doing a really good job. I'm really proud of them. Their videos are getting a lot more put together, and they're doing a real good job, and they're an interesting watch. And tips off to you two, and thank you for putting out some videos, and I've been enjoying watching those. Another one is eamage, E-A-M-A-G-E. I'm going to try to put tags in here for all these people. She hasn't been on for a little bit. She's kind of into the she's really good with the video animations and putting like fake hats on her head for different things, and she's really creative. She's doing a lot of home projects right now and playing around with. She's a gamer and does games, and she's busy gal, really is. But I enjoy her videos also. To explain her is to watch her, basically. But I like her, and I've been enjoying her videos. Another one that I watch is Emmalina's videos. I gotta catch up on her a little bit, but she puts out some interesting topics and some interesting video. She's worth a watch, and you may get a laugh or two out of her videos because some of them are quite silly. Of course, Fireofsorrow. I pretty much gave her a video webcam, and so she's been doing some videos with that, but she's been doing a lot with Windows Movie Maker, and her videos have come a long way. I want to play them around children or kids. I'd make sure that they're out of the room because they're of the adult nature. Let's just put it that way. As far as what she puts on there, content-wise, so just be a little aware. But that's Dave's good friend that he's been going over to speak with and be with, and they were going out for a while. I don't know what all the situation is with that, but they've been doing some great. She's been doing pretty good videos. Another one is sadiedammit. One moment, please, while I answer the phone. Okay, thank you. Welcome back. I'm back again. Quick phone call from one of my relatives, and unfortunately, the poor guy just lost his wife a little while ago. And, you know, he's one of our older gentlemen from our family on my mom's side. And the last thing he had to remember basically his wife by was their dog. And after 17 years, he just lost his puppy. So I know that's got to be killing the poor guy. So that's a very unhappy note. But I wish him the best, and I left my mom know that he called so that she can give him a call back later. Okay. Well, that just took the bummer. That just took the starch right out of me. Always something I tell ya. Okay, where was I? Oh, okay. Here we go. Sadiedammit videos. This is a new gal that I started watching by recommendation by one of the people I watched. I don't remember who. But started watching her videos. Interesting videos. Some of them that she does are really, really creepy. Like, excuse me, like Darkness. That was creepy, but very well done. Band was interesting. And some of them are, well, they're all good. I mean, she does a really good job with Windows Movie Maker with its limitations. I mean, I haven't even tried to start doing what it can do. I may later, but I'll probably start playing around with it. I'll do like a small clip and putz around with it and see what I can learn and everything. My advice to her is take your time. Some of those video editing softwares are just nuts. They're real high tech, and come on, they give classes on how to use these things like Adobe Premiere and some of the other ones that are out there because they're so hard. I know Adobe Photoshop is one of them. There's a lot of classes out with those to, you know, just to teach the basics on how to use the thing, and some intermediate. I've seen some really interesting work done with those on what used to be the screensavers on Tech TV. Back when Tech TV was about tech and not games. I used to watch Leo Laporte on the screensavers and call for help with that one goofy guy, I can't remember his name, but used to watch those quite religiously. I miss that television programs. I used to get a lot of info out of those. Okay, as I am losing my voice here. Zenarcher, another recommendation by Dave. Awesome dude. Awesome. Love his stuff. Tells it like it is. Tells it like it was. I love his videos. They're really, really awesome. Keep up the good work. Be well. I love that ending. I'm gonna keep watching his stuff instead. Let's try it again. I'll be watching a few more of his tonight. Once I wander my way back out to the living room, I'll probably watch a few more of his because I got a couple to catch up on. Okay. The size of my video is creeping up towards 100, so I'm gonna have to say adios for now. Love the feedback. Go ahead and give the feedback. Video responses if you want. Now that I'm getting my new video camera next week, I should start putting stuff on more religiously. Talking about things and what's going on, and maybe I'll take you on a little tour of some different areas while I'm driving the tri-state, or I'd like to get a thunderstorm on camera. I'd like to go down to the beach and have a sunset on there also. Those are two goals that I have. Okay, talk to you later, everybody. And, well, not to use Zenarcher's words, but be well, take care, and hope to hear from you. Bye for now.